This is Vinayak Sharma, and in this session, we will discuss the variables in Microsoft Power Apps. There are three types of the variables in the Microsoft Power Apps: contextual variables, global variable, and collection. Now we check the types of variable. First of all, contextual variables. Contextual variables is like a local variable. The scope of this variable is the local. It means screen. You declare some variable on one screen, then you cannot access those variable which is declared on the screen 1 on screen 2. As you can see that diagram, you declare the variable the screen 1, then cannot be accessed on the screen 2. And if you declare the variable on the screen 2, then those variables cannot be accessed on the screen 1. The methods are update context and the navigate for using the local variable or contextual variable. Global variables. The scope of these variables is the global. It means app. You declare some variable on one screen and those variables can be accessed on any screen within that application app. The related method is the set. It means using the set methods, you can make the variable global. Collection. Collection is a public or global variable. Like you can create a collection of the different values, paired values, key and values, and you declare the collection. Those collection can be accessed anywhere on any screen within that app. The related method is the collect and the clear collect. Now, we check what are the contextual variable and how to use them. First of all, we have two screen, screen 1 and the screen 2. On screen 1, we take two input box. Another one. So ID of this input box are the input box 6 and 5 label. Then a button. Configure these variables. Configure these controls. Font 18 and bold. Okay. Now button on select. The event is the on select. Update context and brackets, then curly brackets, then name of the variable, user defined variable. It could be any name, say f name, then colon text input 5 dot text. It means we are assigning the value of this input box to the variable that is the f name, local variable, and we can declare the multiple variable in the same update context, comma l name, then text input 6 dot text. And these variables which we declare are the case sensitive. Okay, now we go to the label, the text property of this label. Text. In the text we write say f name plus l name. If I make say, you can see there is an error because the variable is a case sensitive, so it's a name. Now preview 4. Okay, I type say 12 and 22 button, then 43, because we are adding the value of two input box. Change it 90, then 112. But we need to join the values, not the add. Then go to label and AND operator. Now preview ABC, then XYZ. Click now. If write say 12, now. So now we are joining the value of the two input box, not add. Okay. We have another screen, that is the screen 2, and we have the two variables, local variable on the screen 1. Suppose we try to access these variables, add name or fname on the screen 2. Screen 2 label, on the text property we try say fname. We have an error because this variable has been declared on the screen 1 and is not available on the screen 2. Now we check how to declare the global variable. As we discussed, for declaration of the global variable we use the set function. So set, then curly bracket not required, and you can see the syntax of the set. First of variable, then the value, fname, comma. So this is the global variable. Now fname has become the global variable. So this is the only one variable. If we need to declare the multiple variables, then semicolon, set, say lname, comma, text input 6 dot text. Now fname, lname has become the global variable. So we can access these variable in all screen within that app. Okay. Now we take button. On this button, go to screen 2. On select, navigate, then screen 2. On screen 2, we have screen 2, then fname, then join and operator, then lname. Now you can see there is no error. If we access these variables which have been declared on the screen 1 and now we access these variables on the screen 2, so there is no error. Okay. Screen 1. Now preview. Button, Power Apps. Power Apps. Go to screen 2. Screen 2 Power Apps. So this is how we can access the global variable on any screen. Now we talk about the collection. What is the collection? Collection is a container which contains the field and value, paired value, key and value. So we start collect, then name of user defined collection name, say my collection, then comma, curly brackets. In curly brackets, say product colon, then value for the product, say mouse, comma, price, colon, say 1000. Okay, so this collection basically is useful for the data table and the gallery. So we take the gallery, insert gallery, and we take this vertical gallery. So as soon as you place the gallery, and you can see in the right side the list of the collection. So we have created the my collection. So once you click this my collection, so the gallery will map this collection. Okay, preview. Now add item. So we have the product name mouse and the price of this mouse 1000. But this is the static value. We can make it the dynamic. We can enter the value from the our screen. Okay. Remove the static value and text input 5 dot text. Then price, again remove the static value, text input 6 dot text. So we have the two input box. Once we click the add item button, then this value will go to the collection. Now preview and add item pad. You change mouse, say 300, second item. Then keyboard price, say. So this is how you can use the collection and can add the multiple columns. Okay, even you can check infills edit. So it shows the image 3, subtitle, title. In subtitle we have the product and title we have the price. So this is how you can use the collection in the Microsoft Power Apps. So guys, this was all about the variables in the Microsoft Power Apps. Thanks for watching the video.